Farmyard Friends, Pip and Squeak, the Miniature Horses. Chapter 1. Friendship Day. Carly poked her head out of the window. "Look at the rainbow, Aunt Jane! Hurry!" Aunt Jane stopped milking the cow. She hurried to the window. She looked up, 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 but the rainbow was gone, gone, gone. Carly frowned. "You missed it." Aunt Jane pointed to her colorful arm. "I have a rainbow right here on my wrist. Since today is Friendship Day at Stormcliff Stables, we're making friendship bracelets." Carly jumped up and down. "I'm going to make one for Kiana and Gabriella. Daniela, too." Patches, the barn cat, rubbed against Carly's leg. "You want one too, Patches?" Patches mewed. Then Sweet Pea the sheep nudged Carly's arm. "Of course I'll make you one, Sweet Pea." Aunt Jane brushed the miniature horses. "Don't forget Pip and Squeak. They're best buds. They go together like biscuits and gravy, peaches and cream, chips and salsa." Carly licked her lips. "They're like peanut butter and jelly, cookies and milk, and mac and cheese. Perfect together." Pip and Squeak were perfect together. They were also together morning, noon, and night. Each morning, they trotted to the stream. They pawed the water and splashed around. Splish, splish, splash. Then the campers groomed them. Swish, swish, swoosh. For lunch, they ate apples that fell from the trees. Crunch, crunch, munch. After dinner, they'd dance the horsey hokey pokey. Wiggle, wiggle, jiggle. Then, before bed, Pip and Squeak told each other stories. But not scary stories. Pip was afraid of scary stories. Very, very afraid of scary stories. Shiver, shiver, shake. Squeak made a promise to Pip. "No more scary stories." "You're my best friend," said Squeak. "There's no place I'd rather be than next to you." Pip nestled Squeak's neck. "And there's no place I'd rather be than next to you." But on Friendship Day, everything changed. Silo moved into the barn. Chapter 2. Scary Stories. Silo was a herding dog. His job was to move the sheep back to the barn before dinner. But after dinner, he told stories. Scary stories to Squeak. "That was a spooky story," said Squeak. Shiver, shake, shake. "Tell me another," said Squeak. So Silo did. Then he told him another, and another, and another one after that. Then Squeak told Silo a scary story. Then he told him another, and another, and another one after that. They told each other so many scary stories that Squeak didn't have time to tell Pip a story. Pip didn't like that. The next day, Silo followed Pip and Squeak to the stream. Pip didn't like that. Then Silo plopped down next to Squeak in the barn. After Aunt Jane groomed Pip and Squeak, she groomed Silo. She put a bow around his neck. "We're twins," said Silo. Pip didn't like that. During the horsey hokey pokey, Silo put his tail in. Then he put his tail out. Then he and Squeak shook them all about. Pip didn't like that. But most of all, Pip didn't like Silo. She didn't like him one itty-bitty bit. Chapter 3. Silo, Silo, Silo. The next day, Pip was grump, grump, grumpy. "You like Silo more than me. He's your best friend." "No," said Squeak. "You're my best friend. We're like peanut butter and jelly, cookies and milk, and mac and cheese. We're perfect together." "Not anymore," said Pip. Squeak swished his tail. "It's good to have more than one friend. Silo is a new friend, but you're my best friend." Pip snorted. I don't like hearing silo, silo, silo. Squeak didn't want his best friend to be upset. Today, you won't hear silo, silo, silo. You'll hear pip, pip, pip. Yippee, said Pip. I like that. So, Squeak planned a special day without Silo. They visited the campers. The pony girls braided their tails. Now we're twins, said Pip. They made up a new dance called the horsey hop. They visited the horses in the big barn. When Aunt Jane saw them, she gave them peppermint treats. Pip had fun with Squeak. Squeak had fun with Pip. It was just like before. Fun, fun, fun. Until bedtime. Chapter 4. New Friends. I'll tell you a silly story, said Pip. Pip told Squeak the story. Pip heard giggle, giggle, laugh. But it wasn't Squeak. He didn't giggle, giggle, laugh. It was Sweet Pea and Patches hiding in the haystack. We love your silly stories, said Sweet Pea. You do, said Pip. You're funny, said Patches. I am, said Pip. Pip felt happy. Silo scared us with his spooky stories, said Sweet Pea. We want to hear silly stories. Squeak's ears twitched when he heard Silo's name. Pip glanced over at Silo. He was alone by the milking stool. Pip's tummy went flip, flip, flop. We have a problem, Squeak. We do? Said Squeak. Pip nudged Squeak with her nose. You should be listening to Silo's scary stories, not my silly stories. But you're my best friend, said Squeak. Pip rubbed Squeak's neck. I know. We go together like biscuits and gravy, peaches and cream, and salsa and chips, said Squeak. Pip nickered. You were right. It's good to have more than one friend. I'll tell my silly stories to Patches and Sweet Pea. They will giggle, giggle, laugh. You and Silo can tell scary stories and shiver, shiver, shake. More stories and more friends, said Squeak. That's a good thing. Pip agreed. A very good thing. I like that. I like that a lot. And they all lived happily ever after.